Hey everyone, Elizabeth here. The Last Laugh delivers stories that leave you speechless. If you're here for it, hit subscribe and let's go. My name is Amanda Torres, and I'm 31 years old. I work as a claims analyst for an insurance company, the kind of job where I review accident reports and process paperwork all day. Nothing glamorous, but it pays the bills and lets me afford my small house in Riverside Heights. That Thursday night, I was exhausted. I'd worked late finishing a complex case file and didn't have the energy to cook. Around 9:30, I ordered Chinese food through a delivery app, my usual comfort meal of orange chicken and fried rice. I live alone in a quiet subdivision where most of my neighbors are young families or retirees. My house sits on a corner lot with a detached garage on the side, separated from the main house by about 15 feet. There's a side door to the garage that faces the fence line, mostly hidden from the street. I'd just changed into sweatpants and settled onto my couch when my phone buzzed with a text from the delivery driver. "Can you meet me at the street? Something feels off." I frowned at the screen. Meet him at the street? It was a cool October evening and I wasn't wearing shoes. The whole point of delivery was that they brought it to your door. I texted back, "Is everything okay? Can you just come to the front door?" 3 dots appeared, then disappeared. Then my phone rang. "Hello?" I answered, irritation creeping into my voice. "Ma'am, I'm the DoorDash driver with your order." His voice was quiet, urgent. "I pulled up to your house and something doesn't feel right. There's a man crouched by your side door. He's been there since I arrived. I'm calling 911. My blood went cold. "What? Are you sure?" "I'm positive. He's wearing dark clothes, and when my headlights hit him, he ducked down but didn't leave. I've been sitting here for 2 minutes watching him. He hasn't moved." Before we go further, make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment where you're watching from. My hands started shaking. "Where exactly is he?" "By your garage. The door on the side." "Ma'am, please don't go outside. I'm calling the police right now." I moved to my living room window, staying back from the curtains. My house has good outdoor lighting, but the side of the garage creates shadows. From this angle, I couldn't see the side door clearly. "I can't see him from here," I whispered, not sure why I was whispering in my own house. "Don't try to look. Just lock your doors and stay inside. Police are on their way." I hung up and immediately checked every lock in my house. Front door, locked. Back door, locked. All windows secured. My heart pounded so hard I could hear it in my ears. Who would be hiding by my garage? Why? I crept to my bedroom window, which had a slightly better angle of the side yard. That's when I saw him. A figure in black, crouched low by the side garage door, partially hidden by the garbage cans. As I watched, he tried the door handle. My garage door. Terror flooded through me. Someone was trying to break into my garage. My phone rang again. A different number. "Ms. Torres? This is Officer Kim with Riverside Police. We have units responding to your address. Are you safe inside the house?" "Yes. I can see him. He's trying to get into my garage." "Can you describe what you see?" "Male, wearing all black. He's crouched by the side door of my detached garage. He just tried the handle." "Stay on the line with me. Officers are 1 minute away. Do not approach him." "Do you have any weapons in the house?" "A softball bat. In my bedroom closet." "Get it. Stay in a room with a door you can lock. Away from windows." I grabbed the bat and locked myself in my bathroom, the only room in my house without windows. I sat on the floor, bat across my lap, Officer Kim's voice the only thing keeping me from completely panicking. "Why would someone be trying to break into my garage?" I asked. "We're going to find out. Units are pulling onto your street now." Through the phone, I heard sirens. Then they got louder, closer. Real. Not just through the phone anymore. "Officers are on scene," Officer Kim said. "Stay where you are." I heard shouting outside. Male voices. Then nothing for what felt like forever but was probably only 2 minutes. No. Finally, a knock on my front door. "Ms. Torres? Police. It's safe to come out." I emerged from the bathroom on shaky legs and looked through my front door peephole. 2 officers stood on my porch, their patrol car lights flashing red and blue in my driveway. I opened the door. "Ms. Torres, I'm Officer Ramirez. Are you hurt? Did you catch him? We have someone in custody. He was attempting to enter your garage when we arrived. Can we come in? We need to ask you some questions." I led them to my living room. A third officer was walking around my property with a flashlight. Through the window, I could see someone handcuffed in the back of a patrol car. "Do you know anyone who would want to break into your property?" Officer Ramirez asked. "No. I can't think of anyone." "What about ex-boyfriends? Former roommates? Anyone you've had conflicts with?" I shook my head. "I broke up with someone 8 months ago, but it was mutual and friendly. We haven't talked since. I live alone. I don't have conflicts with anyone." The second officer, a woman named Officer Chen, was making notes. What's in your garage? Just my car. Some storage boxes. Holiday decorations. Nothing valuable. Your car, Officer Chen repeated. Make and model? 2022 Honda Civic. Silver. The officers exchanged a look. Ms. Torres, Officer Ramirez said carefully, we found tools on the suspect. Lockpicks, a Slim Jim, electronic devices. Professional car theft equipment. Car theft? But my car was in the garage. How would he even know? I stopped. How would anyone know what kind of car I drove or where I kept it? Have you noticed anything unusual recently? Officer Chen asked. Anyone following you? Strange cars in the neighborhood. I thought back through the past few weeks. No. Nothing. Wait, I did get a weird parking ticket 3 days ago. On my windshield at work. But when I looked at it closer, it wasn't real. Just looked like one. I threw it away. The officers exchanged another glance. That's a tracking technique, Officer Ramirez explained. They place fake tickets or flyers on vehicles to mark them. Later, they come back to see if it's still there, which tells them if the car has been driven. It helps them establish your schedule. My stomach dropped. Someone's been tracking me? It's possible. Can you think of anywhere specific you parked that day? The hospital. I was visiting my mom. She had knee surgery. Officer Chen made a note. Hospital parking lots are common hunting grounds for car thieves. High-end vehicles, distracted owners. They profile targets and follow them home. But my car isn't high-end. It's a Civic. Civics are actually one of the most stolen vehicles, Officer Ramirez said. Parts are valuable and easy to move. A professional thief can strip one in hours. This was insane. I'd been targeted. Tracked. Someone had followed me home from the hospital 3 days ago and figured out where I lived, where I parked, when I was usually home. The delivery driver saved you, Officer Chen said. If he hadn't noticed the suspect and called it in, this would be a very different conversation. The suspect was seconds away from getting into your garage when we arrived. There was a knock at the door. Officer Ramirez opened it to reveal a man in a suit. Detective badge on his belt. Ms. Torres? I'm Detective Marcus Wade. I need to talk to you about the man we arrested tonight. He sat across from me, pulling out a tablet with a photo. Do you recognize this person? I looked at the image. Male, late 30s, with sharp features and cold eyes. No. I've never seen him. His name is Brian Kozlowski. He's been arrested before for auto theft, burglary, and receiving stolen property. He's part of a larger operation we've been investigating. An operation? A car theft ring. They target middle-class neighborhoods, profile vehicles, track owners' schedules, and steal cars right out of garages. They've hit 15 houses in the past 3 months. 15 houses. 15 people like me who probably had no idea they were being watched. Here's what concerns me, Detective Wade continued. Kozlowski doesn't usually work alone. He has a partner who acts as lookout and handles transportation. When we arrested him, he was alone. That suggests his partner either dropped him off and left, or is still nearby, I finished. Exactly. We're searching the area, but I need you to think. Is there any other way someone could access your property? Back fence? Neighbor's yard? My backyard bordered a greenbelt with walking trails. Anyone could approach from there. The greenbelt. There's a gate in my back fence. Show me. We went through my house to the back door. Detective Wade and Officer Ramirez swept the backyard with flashlights. The gate was closed but not locked. I never locked it because I used the trails for jogging. This is how he planned to exit, Detective Wade said. Drive your car out of the garage, partner meets him here, they disappear into the greenbelt. Smart. What do I do now? I asked. If his partner is still out there, we're going to station an officer outside your house tonight. Tomorrow, we'll review security footage from the hospital parking lot and nearby businesses. We're building a case against the entire operation. But Ms. Torres, you need to be vigilant. Get a security camera system. Lock that back gate. Vary your routine. After they left, an officer remained parked in my driveway. I couldn't sleep. Every sound made me jump. The house felt invaded even though no one had gotten inside. Around midnight, my phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Hi, this is Jason, your delivery driver from earlier. DoorDash gave me permission to reach out. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. That was scary. Your food is still in my car if you want me to drop it off tomorrow. I stared at the message. This stranger had potentially saved my life, and here he was checking on me at midnight. I texted back, I'm okay. Thank you for noticing something was wrong. Most people wouldn't have paid attention. His response came quickly. I do a lot of deliveries. You learn to notice when things feel off. I'm glad you're safe. The next morning, Detective Wade called. We reviewed security footage from the hospital. We have clear images of Kozlowski's partner. His name is Dennis Pryor, and he's wanted in connection with the car theft ring. We've issued a warrant. So he's still out there. For now. But Ms. Torres, we found something else. Kozlowski had detailed notes about you. Your work schedule, your routine, even what time you typically order food. They were planning this for at least a week. A week. Someone had been studying my life for a week. We also found notes about 3 other targets. We're contacting them now. Your case is helping us prevent other thefts. 2 days later, Detective Wade called again. We got him. Dennis Pryor was arrested this morning trying to break into a garage in Westwood. He had the same setup, tracking the owner, waiting for the right moment. But the homeowner had just installed cameras after hearing about your case on the news. We caught him on video. Relief flooded through me. It's really over? The immediate threat, yes. But Ms. Torres, this is bigger than just Kozlowski and Pryor. We've connected them to a chop shop operation and a fencing network. Because you came forward, because your delivery driver called 911, we're dismantling an organization that's been operating for over 2 years. The following week, I met Jason, the delivery driver, at a coffee shop. He was younger than I expected, maybe 25, with kind eyes and an easy smile. I can't thank you enough, I said. The police told me if you hadn't called, I would have lost my car at minimum. Maybe worse if I'd confronted him. Jason shrugged. I almost didn't say anything. I thought maybe I was being paranoid. But something felt wrong. The way he was positioned, the way he didn't move when he saw my headlights. It was predatory. You trusted your instinct. My dad's a retired cop. He always told me, if something feels wrong, it probably is. I figured worst case, I look stupid calling 911 over nothing. Best case, I help someone. Best case happened. He smiled. I'm glad. And hey, I brought your orange chicken. Reheated it this morning. Still pretty good. We laughed. It felt good to laugh. Over the next month, the case expanded. Kozlowski and Pryor were charged with 15 counts of auto theft, conspiracy, and burglary. The chop shop was raided, resulting in 6 more arrests. Stolen car parts worth over $500,000 were recovered. Detective Wade kept me updated throughout. Your testimony is crucial. The notes Kozlowski kept about you, the tracking methods they used, it establishes their pattern. We're using your case to build the RICO charges. I testified at a preliminary hearing. Sat 10 feet away from Brian Kozlowski and described how I'd been tracked, studied, targeted. He stared at me with empty eyes, like I was a problem rather than a person. The judge denied bail for both defendants. I installed a comprehensive security system. Cameras at every angle, motion sensors, smart locks. I joined my neighborhood watch and discovered 3 other families who'd noticed suspicious activity but hadn't reported it. Mrs. Garrett 2 streets over had found a fake parking ticket on her Lexus. The Johnsons had seen someone photographing their garage. Mr. Patel noticed a strange car parked near his house 3 nights in a row. All of them filed reports. All of those reports connected back to the same theft ring. 6 months later, Kozlowski and Pryor pleaded guilty to avoid trial. They received sentences of 12 and 15 years respectively. The chop shop operators got similar sentences. In total, 11 people were convicted. The prosecutor, a sharp woman named Rachel Kim, called to thank me. Your quick response and willingness to testify made this case. Most victims just want to move on, forget it happened. You didn't let that stop justice. A delivery driver's instinct started it, I said. I just followed through. That delivery driver's instinct and your courage. Both mattered. I still order delivery sometimes, though I'm more cautious now. I meet drivers at the door immediately. I pay attention to cars on my street. I lock my back gate every single night. Jason and I stayed in touch. He's studying criminal justice now, inspired by that night. Figure if my instincts are that good, I should use them professionally, he told me. I visited the neighborhood watch meeting last month and shared my story. Told them about the fake parking ticket, the tracking, how someone studied my routine for a week without me noticing. The thing about these criminals, I said, is they count on us not paying attention. They count on us being comfortable in our routines, oblivious to danger. But danger hides in normal moments. A fake ticket on your windshield. A person you don't quite notice watching your house. A feeling that something's off. Mrs. Garrett raised her hand. So what do we do? Trust your instincts. Pay attention. Report things that feel wrong. And listen when someone warns you, even if it's a stranger delivering your Chinese food. If this story moved you, subscribe and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I drove past the hospital last week, the same parking lot where this all started. I parked in a different section, under a light, near the entrance. Before I got out, I checked my surroundings. Looked for anyone sitting in parked cars, anyone paying too much attention. Nothing seemed wrong. But I stayed alert anyway. Inside, I visited my mom. Her knee had healed perfectly. She hugged me tight and asked how I was doing. "I'm good, Mom. Really good. You seem different. Stronger somehow." I learned something important. About paying attention. About trusting people who try to help you. About being aware that danger can hide in normal moments. She squeezed my hand. "Your father would be proud. He always said awareness was the best defense." When I got home that evening, I parked in my garage and locked the side door, something I now do religiously. I secured the back gate. Armed my security system. Made myself dinner instead of ordering out. Through my kitchen window, I saw my neighbor Mr. Chen taking out his trash. He waved. I waved back. Community. Awareness. People looking out for each other. That's what saves us. Not just security systems or police response times, but people who pay attention. People like Jason who trusted his instincts when something felt off. People like Officer Kim who took a delivery driver's call seriously. People like Detective Wade who saw a pattern in my case and connected it to something bigger. Brian Kozlowski thought he'd found an easy target. A woman living alone in a corner house with a detached garage and a predictable routine. He studied me for a week, learned my schedule, planned his approach. But he didn't account for one thing, a delivery driver who paid attention. I keep Jason's number saved in my phone. Sent him a text last week, "Hope school's going well. Thanks again for trusting your gut that night." He responded immediately, "Best decision I ever made. Stay safe out there." I will. Because now I know, safety isn't just about locks and alarms. It's about awareness. It's about community. It's about trusting the people who warn you when they see danger, even if they're strangers bringing you orange chicken on a Thursday night. Some lessons are learned the hard way. Mine came from a man crouched by my garage door with professional theft tools and a week's worth of surveillance notes. But I learned it. And I survived it. And now I share it with anyone who'll listen. Trust your instincts. Pay attention to your surroundings. Listen when someone says something feels off. Because sometimes, the smallest warning prevents the biggest disaster. And sometimes, a delivery driver's text message saves your life.